Hello. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are at the 2014 Royal Rumble. We will get stuck straight in and review the show. The opening match is Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. There's a whole thing like Daniel Bryan's feuding with the Wyatt family. He has it's in a cage. That's all I remember. He has a match. I'm pretty sure a match of. I can't remember. Because I know he joins the Wyatts, and then it's like he's doing the initiation thing, and then he's about to get hit with Sister Abigail, but he fights out and he beats Bray Wyatt up, and that's what leads to this match. I can't quite remember what the match was or the pay-per-view it happened in, but yeah, so research, guys. But yeah, this leads to this. Bray Wyatt wins. It was a decent match, good match. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, not much else to say about it, really. And it was a good long match, so I really enjoyed it, to be fair. And then we go to the next match, which is Brock Lesnar and the Big Show. Brock Lesnar's kind of on a tear. It's a Raw 1000 show. He attacks Mark Henry and injures him. Big Show comes out to kind of fend Brock off. And then for the preceding weeks, it's basically Lesnar keeps confronting the Big Show. The one week they're having a face-to-face argument, and I think he shoves Big Show or something. Big Show just grabs him, puts him in the corner, and he's like having a go at him, and he throws him across the ring, and Brock goes flying. Like, you've never seen Brock treated like that. And he goes flying across the ring, out the ring, and he's kind of like, what the hell? And then another week he shows up and he tries to attack Big Show again, and Big Show, he tries to take him down by the legs, and Big Show just picks him up and hoofs him over the top rope. But yeah, the thing is this. I gave it a 8 out of 10 because I did really enjoy it. But the reason is, if we're going by the match, it's probably at most a 3 out of 10 because it's only a 2-minute match. But what happens is, and this is where the story as a whole comes in, and that's what makes it awesome, basically, is Big Show comes down, he's in the ring, and then Lesnar comes down, and Big Show's talking to the ref, and Lesnar attacks him, takes him down, beats him up, and then he just wails on him with chairs for about 10 minutes, and he's just smacking him and smacking him and smacking him. Big Show at one point is like, oh yeah, ring the bell, go on. Referee rings the bell. He kind of gets a bit of a advantage over Brock. He's fighting back, but then Brock just takes him down. He ends up beating Lesnar ends up beating Big Show, pinning him. And then he just wails on him again with chairs, and it builds Brock up and makes him look like a beast. And because Big Show's a big dude, isn't he? It doesn't hurt Big Show in any way, because at the end of the day, it's Brock Lesnar. So that's why I kind of enjoyed it. And then we move on to the champion Randy Orton, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, versus John Cena. At TLC, they had a match to unify the titles. Orton won that. It was inevitable there was going to be a rematch, and it's at this pay-per-view. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great match. Cena and Orton always had chemistry. The cool thing about it is, they're doing it to... They RKO, kick out, Attitude Adjustment kicks out. Orton does Cena's finishers, Cena does Orton's finishers. There's just no clear winner. You don't know who's going to win. And then the lights go out, and they come back up, and the Wyatts are surrounding the ring, and Cena's like, looking at them, wanting to fend them off. Orton just basically slips in, RKO, pins, and wins. I'll talk about the fallout in a bit, actually. And then we go to the Royal Rumble match, where Punk's number 1 and Seth Rollins is number 2. They both last a long time, but they only get 3 eliminations. That's like really odd. And then you've got Sander, Rhodes, Kane comes in. He's gone within like a minute. Rusev, Swagger, Kofi, Jimmy Uso, Goldust, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth, Kevin Nash. That gets a massive pop, that does. Roman Reigns, Carly Sheamus, The Miz, Fandango, El Torito. The little bull thing that came out with Primo and Epico. And then you got Cesaro, Luke Harper, Jay Z, John Bradshaw, Layfield. Funny thing about that is that he's JBL's debut in a Royal Rumble. He's been in them as Bradshaw, but never as the JBL character. And he's in there and he takes his cuff and he's like, Michael, come on, get my coat. Michael Cole comes over, grabs his coat, and Roman Reigns just hoops him over the top rope. That was quite funny. Then you got Rowan, Ryback, Del Rio, Batista comes in at 28, Big E Langston at 29. Now, the number 30 entrant, they were down to one more person that could come out, and the crowd throughout the whole show were chanting for Daniel Bryan. They wanted it to be Daniel Bryan. Even during the Orton and Cena match, which was unfair on them because it was a really good match, but you had Jericho chants, you had Daniel Bryan chants, and there was someone else, I can't remember who else they chanted for. But they were hijacking that show because they wanted Daniel Bryan. It wasn't fair to Orton and Cena because they had a really good match, and like Orton, Cena's the one, like he's like, you can boo me, you can cheer me, you can do what you like as long as you're making noise, and he's there with a smile on his face. And Orton's doing terrific heel work where he's like, one point he's like, you shouldn't be cheering for Daniel Bryan, you should be cheering for me, I'm the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, where's Daniel Bryan in this match? And it's, to be fair, they did really well kind of, brushing it off, because I bet it must be tough sometimes. But yeah, number 30, everyone's Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio comes out, and I've never heard Rey Mysterio booed, but he's booed so loudly, and they just boo everything he does. It's not even Rey's fault. He was penciled in to be number 30 anyway, so regardless. And I just really felt sorry for Rey, because it was not deserved. But they were booing everything he'd done, and then they cheered when he got eliminated. It weren't Rey's fault. There is a little caveat. Roman Reigns eliminated 12 men, which broke Kane's record of 11 in 2001. And there's a bit where CM Punk, it's not down to the last 4, and Punk's in the corner, and Kane comes over the barrier and drags him over the top rope and eliminates him. Now, fun little side note about that is the last appearance that CM Punk made until he showed up at War Games. Obviously, like, the story is like, I'm working hurt and all this, and it's like he was promised stuff, and he's promised this main event slot, and it's not happening. I think what was going to happen was, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to face Kane at WrestleMania. It was that a match that people don't want to see, Punk and Kane, because it'd just be Punk winning after like 5 minutes. Because Kane, at this point, he was an administrative officer or something for the authority. He wasn't the Kane of old, so you're not scared of Kane. You know what I mean? And yeah, Punk was just really not happy. And he's just like, I'm done. Like, I've had enough. And just left, and then never came back, obviously, until Survivor Series. He patched things up, which so far is going well. Like, because let's face it, it's because he's in a. Now he's in more of a professional setting, now, especially now Vince has gone. I can see a lot of people are probably going to come back, even like some AEW stars, because things have drastically changed. It's not like that little kiddies play area that's AEW. It's a professional setting where, you know what, him and Triple H buried the hatchet because they didn't like each other, and they're being professional. And anyway, I haven't said who wins. The winner is Batista. Batista wins and they boo him so badly and they dump all over it. This year and the following year, they just dump all over the Rumble and boo the ending to high heavens. And this is kind of, Batista came back as a face, and this is kind of where they turned him heel. But he decided, he was like, if you're going to boo me, may as well do my job, and turns heel because of it. Brock Lesnar ends up going on to face Taker, breaks the streak. Batista is supposed to face Randy Orton, but then they kind of realise that the fans are hijacking the show, and Daniel Bryan, they work a good story for him. And as the underdog, he has to fight Triple H at the beginning of WrestleMania to get in the main event. He has a brutal match with Triple H that he wins, gets put in the main event, wins the main event, and he's the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Sucks for Batista, because I think Batista would have won it if they hadn't hijacked the show with Daniel Bryan. Again, felt sorry for Rey Mysterio. But yeah, another thing I do want to mention is this is at this point Mae Young had died, and like they do a little not a promo, like a package for her, and it's like you just remember all the fun stuff that she did. She was great. I think she wrestled in 8 decades. Like no one else does that. I mean, towards the end, obviously she couldn't wrestle properly. She's an old woman, but she was just amazing. So yeah, rest in peace to Mae Young. If you've enjoyed this, then please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And I very much appreciate it. And I shall see you for the 2015 Royal Rumble. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, or have a good night. And I shall see you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.